In broad daylight at a Tampa apartment complex.
Yeah, the shots rang out this afternoon, and tonight the suspects are still on the loose. Jack Royer joins us live in studio with what we know tonight. Jack.
Josh, Jen, the sheriff's office asking for help tonight, finding suspects who fled the scene near the USF campus. Which direction they fled, that and much more still not clear. In the middle of a Friday afternoon, a shooting at the IQ Apartments on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard. A 911 caller alerting deputies. An adult man found dead.
My other partner comes up from the other courtyard and says somebody got shot over there.
Troy Dent heard the shots ring out. He was doing construction work on the property.
We were up on the third floor balcony on the inside courtyard, and we heard what sounded like several pops in succession. And I looked at my partner and I said, is there a gun range close? And he said, not that I know of.
The sounds of a shooting. What started it? Still unclear. All this happening in broad daylight in the shadows of the VA hospital. The scene at this apartment complex right behind me here. The suspects driving away, but deputies aren't sure which direction they went. For a man trying to do his job, a jarring afternoon.
And I was thinking, no way, because no way. And when I came out, there were sheriffs everywhere.
Deputies believe it wasn't random, saying the victim and shooter possibly knew each other, now turning to the public for help. This shooting comes just before Tampa Police Chief O'Connor is holding a second violent crime forum next week. In this case, deputies ask anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers. Jack.
Rolly bands, I ain't normal. My baby mama, she a foreigner. Took a lot of work to live how I live. You call it working hard, I call it karma. In the ladies' beds, blowing ganja. Police get behind me, I'm a...
Hello, my fellow YouTubers. I'm coming to you on this Sunday with some bad news. Yesterday, around about 3:30 p.m., it was a local rapper, live up the street from me, named Roland Bands. He was shot yesterday. And he died on his way to the hospital. He passed away. The reason this up-and-coming rapper was killed yesterday, he dropped his location. He told people on the internet, on Instagram yesterday, where he would be, and he would be there in 5 minutes. So I guess the people, a person that killed him, got there before he did, and they shot him. He was killed at his home where he was living at IQ Apartments on Bruce B. Downs. He was a very well, I don't know if he was very well known, but I have heard of his songs. And he was very talented, very talented young man. And I hate to see that, that he was caught up in this ambush. I hate that he gave his location to where he was going to be in 5 minutes. I really hate that, because the gun violence is really serious. My brother was murdered back in 2018. And, it's sad that the gun violence has gotten bad out here, And my thing is, if you're going to be a street rapper, I don't think you should be handing out your location to where you're gonna be or anything like that, because there's a lot of beef in the streets with these rappers. I don't know if he had beef in the streets or not, but unfortunately, he met his demise. And I followed him on YouTube as well. And he had some very nice songs. The couple of songs that I heard that he have out, it wasn't dealing with the street crime or nothing like that, or gun violence or anything like that. So I'm thinking that, you know, the young man had some beef out here with some local rappers, or maybe he didn't know the people that, you know, killed him or anything like that. So it's just sad to see an upcoming rapper as himself, you know, got killed that way. So, but they said they was in a black car. It was, they don't know what direction that the car went in or anything like that. They had a couple of witnesses that heard the gunshots. They interviewed those people, but they say they didn't see which way the car went after they shot him or anything like that. So my thing is, I want to say to the upcoming rappers, or even the celebrity rappers, you gotta mind what you put on these social medias, because nowadays they have tracking on everything, so they can track your location to where you are. So I feel that they shouldn't be dropping their locations or anything like that when, you know, when you're an upcoming artist or you're a celebrity. Just keep your location secret and don't get on the social media telling people, you know, a lot of ends know where I live at, and if you got beef with me, come pull up. I'll be home in 5 minutes. You don't do that. You asking for trouble. And I hate to say it, he dug that hole for himself. But I do want to say to his family that I'm very sorry that this happened to him. And I do send out my condolences to his family, and I am praying for his family. And if you hear any noise in the background of this video, I'm outside at the pool with my grandchildren, spending the day with my grandchildren. But I just had to get on here and talk about Roland Bands, how he was ambushed yesterday in broad daylight at 3:30 p.m. yesterday. And where he lived was literally up the street from me. It's not even a mile up the street. It's like 4 or 5 blocks from me, you know. And it's sad that it happened. And I really just want to say I'm very sorry for what happened to Roland Bands. His family and his daughter will be in my prayers. Thank you for watching my channel. Like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah. That's why I've been chasing this paper, ain't never stressing no bitch. I know these people ain't for me, just do my thing and Jack for none too, man. Let's get it. Yeah, we used to struggle. got it off the muscle. Nigga, we had nothing. I never asked for nothing. Turn it into something. Why these niggas frontin'? Your daddy was a cop. Heard your mama was a lawyer. My daddy was in jail. Mama couldn't take a soldier. I was out here hitting lists. Front line smoking doja. Niggas in the way I fold them. Rich and Millie, I'm the coldest. Bust down, yeah, it's frozen. I really came for nothing. And my people know I'm chosen. I'm
Daylight at a Tampa apartment complex.
Yeah, the shots rang out this afternoon, and tonight the suspects are still on the loose. Jack Royer joins.
gang. Rolling bands, I ain't normal. My baby mama, she a foreigner. Took a lot of work to live how I live. You call it working hard, I call it karma. In the ladies' beds, blowing ganja. Police get behind me, I'm a